Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Soulful Feasts, bite-sized information to nourish your body, mind, and spirit. I'm Stephanie Zubiri, and if you are new to this podcast, welcome. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and most importantly, share this episode with anybody who might need to hear it. I'm going to start this off with a trigger warning. We are going to be talking about some very deeply disturbing themes of sexual violence and gender based violence and sexual abuse. So I just want to let you know that if you are on tender hooks right now, either be prepared, or if you're not ready to listen to this message, there's many more other wonderful podcast episodes for you to listen to. But please, I encourage you, this is a safe space with actually a very happy ending. I'm here today with the founder of Massage MNL and Cozy Lounge, Janine Khazaie, who is going to share her really brave story of going from pain to purpose. Hi,
Hi,
Janine.
Steph. Hi, Steph. Hi, everyone.
Okay, so Janine, this is without giving you guys too much, one of the things that I love so much about you is that everything that you get to have in your life, and you really shower yourself with gifts as a reminder of how far you've come. And I get so inspired by those posts, and I know a little bit more about your story. And I think it's worth sharing to everybody because this episode is for anyone who is feeling beaten down and anyone who is feeling like ang hirap ng buhay, but there is a way out. So let's start from the beginning. Tell us a little bit more about yourself and how you grew up.
Yeah. So, to add, maybe also for the people, for women who are, something happened in the past and they think that that's their story to tell. But, you know, it can change. You hold your future. So, that's also for women that, have something that happened to them. So, I'm Janine Khazaie, owner of Massage MNL and Cozy Lounge. Um, where do I begin?
Where
Grow,
did you grow up?
so I grew up actually in Pasig City, but my mom and my dad then um, we moved to Hong Kong.
Okay.
So we stayed there, I think, for 2 years, 3 years. Then we moved back here in the Philippines. I was already kinder. Um, so yeah, growing up, my dad was Chinese, then my mom is Filipino. So that's what we know now.
Okay.
So there. Mm.
And then, unfortunately, something very traumatic happened to you as a child.
Yeah. So growing up, I think I have shared it to some of my closest friends, but I think no one really trusted or no one like did something.
Yeah.
So growing up, I clearly remember this night. Oh my God. I clearly remember this night. It was, um, I was in the room with my cousins. And then I said, something is happening. I just woke up middle of the night. Something is happening down there. Okay. And then I said, what's that? Then I saw him, so my stepdad, doing something, of course. And then I shout, I run. I remember this because I saw him got scratched on this side. Then I told my mom immediately, he did something to me. Then she didn't do anything. So she was like, what? What he did? I was like 8 or 9 years old. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Of course, I'm relying on my mom to do something.
And at that age, you're not even really aware kung ano yun,
Exactly.
no?
I just know that it's not right.
Yeah.
I just know that it's not right. I clearly remember this night and I told my mom that, Ma, may ginawa siya sa akin na hindi maganda. And she was like, she was shocked. I can still remember her face. She was clearly shocked. And then the only question is like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to call a police? Then I was like, Hindi ko alam. Parang yun lang.
Paano mo naman malalaman? You're 8 or
Exactly.
9. Oh, no one knows what to do at that
Yes.
age.
So, that's my first sumbong. Unfortunately, my mom didn't do anything. It happened again and again and again that it become part of me. I I think around high school I was telling already my friends that there's something, but no one took me seriously. It's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like looking back because I'm still connected with some. They were telling me that, yeah, you mentioned that before. Then in my mind, yeah, but you didn't do anything. You didn't told our teacher or something.
So, can I be clear about this? It happened repeatedly as you grew up in your household?
Until high school. So, all along, I thought my mom didn't know what's happening. So, growing up, it became, would you say, normal? Because I cannot do anything, he threatens me. If I say something or what, he threatens me. And growing up, there's so much drama in our life. Like, my mom was telling, there was, I can still remember this, I was grade 2. Oh my God, my mom pulled me out of school because there's a death threat of my stepdad. Clearly remember this. My cousin pulled me out, my mom pulled me out. We moved to another house because this stepdad daw is threatening my mom, threatening me or something. And there's a knife daw, whatever. But I just clearly remember this. There's so much drama growing up. So yeah, along with that, of course, him threatening me, I know that I'm not sure if he's capable, but
Baka gawin
I
yan.
already know because we moved out one time that my mom was telling me that we need to go somewhere because it's not safe. Clearly remember that. It was grade 2, grade 3. I think it's also the same time when it started.
Janine, first of all, you're so brave. And you have so much courage. And I can't think of a harder story to tell. And I can't think of what could be more difficult as a child than not feeling safe or protected by your parents in this really awful way. And I'm really sorry that you had to go through that. But know that sharing your story right now can help a lot of people who are feeling alone in this. Because I believe that for a long time, people don't share the horrors that have happened to them. And it's really sad because I know a lot of women around me that are very close to me that the same or similar things
Yeah, actually,
happened.
when I started opening up, not really opening up, but when I graduated college and I slowly sharing it, so some women will also share.
Yeah.
And usually, unfortunately, the people who do that to us, to other women,
Were
are the
also,
closest.
and they were also most likely abused as well.
Yes. And the one who did it for them, yeah,
Was also close to
to
them.
them. Yeah.
And I think that's why it's hard to have justice
Yes.
because the lines are so blurred, right? But know that you're the darkness of this story, by bringing it to light, can bring light to a lot of other people.
Yeah, so you are right because I want to share this part where I started really healing. So I remember, I think it's already 3 years ago or 2022. I thought all along I'm already okay.
Yeah.
I'm already healed. I'm better. I've done so many work. Okay. Then there's one time, just something happened that I feel like I'm going on a rage. So there was a period of that year of 2022. It was really dark for me that I'm full of rage in a way that when Bobby do something, it makes a scenario in my head of what happened before. So there are actions like he cannot do because I'm still traumatized.
Yeah.
During that time, it was so dark that I'm thinking of ways because just so mad at him. I'm so mad at the world in a way. It's slowly coming up again. That all along I thought I was healed. And then it went to the point that I really need help because it's really bad in my head. I'm thinking of bad stuff like death and all of that. But I was like, maybe one of the ways to help me is really sharing because I only control who I can share with. Of course, the only people that I can be comfortable with to share my story.
You took the brave and courageous step to share your story in 2022 online, and your mother was upset. What happened?
So right after the post, my relatives went wild, messaging me that why you didn't reach out, all of that. Um, then after a while, I received a message also that, of course, they got mad. Um, they got mad to my mom. Then after, I think a few days after, I received a message that, oh, your mom is saying that you're lying. My mom's exact message is in my head. It's, was it was screenshot. That's why it's in my head. That wag kayong maniniwala kay Janine. Nagsisinungaling yan. Sinisiraan lang ako niyan. I mean,
Bakit naman magsisinungaling
I mean,
about
how-
something like this?
exactly.
Why would you make it up?
And then after that, I received another message from one of my cousin who was there when it happened, who was living with us. So, all along, right, I didn't know that anyone knows that my mom is aware, but I feel like when it happened again, it's like I cannot do anything about it. So a cousin of mine reached out when I posted after a week that she wants to meet me.
Okay.
So when we meet, all along, I've been giving my mom benefit of the doubt until had lunch. Then she just said that I know that there is something happening. I told your mom. Me and Lola told your mom. I was like, it's. I was like, what? So my mom knows all along? Sabi niya, yeah. Because there are other things that's happening that I only became aware 2022 when I met my cousin. I said, how can she stay with someone like that? That's my first thing. Then my second is like, I have been telling her that after college, we'll move out. I'll take care of her and all of that. But she didn't took it, you know. it broke my heart so bad. I think I was so down that week. Kasi the feeling that alam pala ng mama mo that you're going through that. And alam ng lolo ko, he saw one time, but no one did something. You know, I was all alone. I mean, obviously my cousin and my lola told my mom. But that's it. You know, I was robbed. Childhood, I was really different emotionally, you know. So that moment was like, so she knows all along. She knows.
That's really parang mas masakit pa kaysa sa nangyari, right?
Yes.
Because that's your mother.
Yeah, it's so painful. I don't have words. I don't think I will have words or the right words of that moment when I knew that she knows all along.
What is your relationship with your mother now?
Since that post, we haven't spoke. My sister that time cut me off in a way. We stopped talking also. Yeah, until now, no. But I always pray that I hope she's healthy. I hope that they're okay. But for me at this moment, I would say I'm okay. I that year, that time I posted, I started my inner child healing. Went through that for until early this year. It's like what Sap says, my therapist, that he said that it's okay, you forgive, but you don't have to necessarily be close again.
Yeah.
Just forgive them. It's not for her, it's for you.
Yeah.
But let the space be there. You're okay. So I think I'm in that moment still that I'm not really ready to see her yet.
That's
Of
okay.
course, after all of those things that I've learned, and the thing that she said to my tita, so
Is she still with your stepfather?
unfortunately, yes.
They're still together.
Yeah.
Wow. And I think that's unfortunately where she's also under his control, right? I think that's perhaps where the distance needs to come, and the understanding that she is also perhaps going through her own difficult journey.
Yes, as a person who started the healing journey, I'm always like looking at it that maybe there's something that I didn't know. That's why, which I hope she can, we can do something about it. But as of the moment, I don't think I'm ready yet. So that's it for my mom.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But that's, it's so beautiful that you chose to honor the truth of your life and to honor the path of healing. So many of us bury the emotions inside. And, I was also a victim, and people on this podcast know, but I wasn't a child. I was 18, I think, or 19. And, I was a victim of, just of abuse, of sexual abuse. And what happened to me, it was some random guy who forced himself on me. He forced me to go down on him. And I didn't tell anyone because I thought it was my fault.
Yes.
Right? I didn't tell anyone because I thought like,
I think
even if I said no, I got scared to make a scene. He got forceful, and then I got scared that I would be hurt. And then I kind of blamed myself. And here's the crazy thing. I forgot about it for a really long time. Parang my mind just blocked it.
yes.
And then one day na lang,
It came.
it comes out when you're ready, when you're supposed to face
Yes.
it, right? It just came out of the blue, so vivid, so. And then that month, couple of months when I was processing all of this, out of the blue, nag-happy birthday siya sa Facebook. Like, I've never. He's not my friend.
Oh my gosh.
He's not. Parang it was almost like the universe was saying, you
So,
have
yes,
to face this
it. Yeah.
and deal with it.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm so sorry that you were a child.
If you're gonna ask me also that, do you regret that it happened? Do you wish it doesn't happen? I would say yes. But I feel like I'm the person I am now because of all of those things that also happen. But of course, I will never wish it to anyone. I don't want anyone to experience that kind of how are we, abuse.
It is abuse.
It is abuse, yeah.
It is. It is like you said. It's a robbery of your innocence.
Yes.
Of your power.
And you're right. During that time, growing up, it's like I block all of my emotions. It's like you're just, okay, you're going through day by day, just trying to, no one is telling you something. I thought it's normal. It became normal. Yeah, so I don't have anyone to talk to. It's just like, okay, I'll do this. Okay, I'll go to school. Okay, I'll come home. Okay, I hope he won't do it. Okay, I'll go again to school. It's like I just try to excel in the school that it doesn't show that I'm experiencing something. So, yeah, there was a time when I was high school, I don't want to go home because I'm scared that something will happen.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And home is supposed to be a safe space for a child, right? So that's not right. But what is right is that you are now sharing this because these types of, no matter how difficult, these types of storytelling is what help other people
Yes.
have the courage to also share and to also ask for justice or at the very least safety,
Yes.
right? Because like you said, unfortunately, for all the women out there, it is gender-based violence awareness month, and for all the women out there who are experiencing this, it's okay to make tanggi the people that are supposed to protect you if they stop protecting you. And I think that's what keeps people in toxic situations is they feel that that's my family, that's this, so they feel helpless. But your safety, your power, now most especially your safety, you get to find that anywhere, even if that means cutting yourself off from people who are supposed to love you, right? So don't be afraid. If this is something you needed to hear, have the courage, like Janine, to push forward and ask for your safety sooner than later and take
Yeah.
it for yourself. It's not right. It's not right.
And actually, I want also that for women to feel safe on sharing it, because when we suppress our emotion, that's where it gets harder. And also, I hope that everyone will, go through therapy or healing. You're doing a lot of healing sessions. It really helps a lot, because sometimes you're like one healing session, like, oh, I remember something. Oh, I need to really put it out.
Yeah, process and
Yes.
release, right? So let's bring it to today. Because honestly, guys, if you see Janine today, you would not think that she went through this, because she is so radiant and so generous and so kind and
Thank you.
so very successful in her life. Let's talk about meeting Bobby
Okay.
and how has that helped in your journey, and how does that play in your healing journey?
So I met Bobby through a common friend, and then um, we're just obsessed with one another during that part. 4 months into our relationship, we really, this one, we really decided to have a baby. We're not yet married. I was 25, he was 23. We're so young. Um, and then during that time, I have a skincare business that was thriving. Then all along, I think, money is always here. It's how stupid of me to be reckless that time. So I was so obsessed with my husband now, Bobby. So we really did decide that. I'm like, okay na yan. I have money naman eh. So I was like, we have enough, like that. I got pregnant. We made a baby December of 2020. Two, and then couple of months down the road, we decided to have civil wedding. So during this part, my skincare is already started struggling, because I really didn't become on top. I was like high on love and all, because I'm not. I'm like, oh, I have been single for so long. So anyway, the money is depleting and all of that. And then at that time, um, we no one knows that I'm gonna get married. Of course, not my mom, not anyone, not a single soul except one of my friend. So yeah, so that one we went to Manila City Hall to have our civil wedding. We only just have one friend of mine and one friend of his. Then I remember that we don't have money na. We don't have money, and then we're like, how can we feed our two friends? Sabi ko, pakain naman tayo after. And then I'm like, okay, we're down to our last 1,000 pesos. So I remember that we just went to a kebab restaurant.
So wait, just sidebar. Um, all this time, how was your relationship with him? Were you super open with your life to him?
Yes,
That's beautiful.
since day one.
And this is why I wanted to bring it up, because I knew the answer. That's why I wanted people to know. You have to move in your relationships with no shame.
Yes,
You cannot hide these things.
you have to be transparent. You have to tell them that.
Absolutely.
Because for me, I became transparent. I guess not, definitely not on the first date, that I'm scary. It's just, I think after a month, I started sharing. So he clearly loved me. He accepted all of those. But of course, I think during that early days, in a way, he didn't take it much seriously until we got married. When he saw how toxic my mom was.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just ate after that. I'm already like 6 months pregnant. I'm supposed to give birth around September.
Okay.
Lo and behold, July of 2017, um, I'm already on labor.
Wow.
So I was supposed to deliver pa September, and then I was chatting with a friend midnight. I'm like, oh, I'm experiencing the back pain. It's coming in and out. And then she said, I feel like you're in labor. I said, no, I'm September pa. And then after that, like, no, Janine, I think you're in labor. So I mean, you need to go to the hospital. Lo and behold, we went to my OB's clinic and he's out there, 8 c.m. He's like, there's
Yeah.
now nothing they can do already. Of course, they need to take it out already to bring out the baby. So I remember, I'm like, oh my God, we're down to our few thousands. I remember, okay, um, we cannot afford this because he'll definitely be in NICU. The OB
Yeah.
already mentioned that um, you're only at 32 weeks. He needs to have an incubator, NICU. You need to go through that. So we need a bigger hospital. We are not ready financially then. So I'm like, okay, I'll just give birth. I'll stay one night. I'll go out the next day. That's my thinking because we cannot afford to really stay. But the OB was like, just stay at least 2 nights, just for you to recover a little. No, I said, I can do it. I'm okay. So because I was normal delivery, um, everything was normal. It was like he's bigger for his week, 32 weeks. So what happened was after 24 hours, I thought we can bring him home. That's the journey began with our Ethan. Suddenly a lot of things came out. Sepsis, liver. He had a lot of blood transfusion. Um, Notice that in NICU, it's an ICU for neonatal, for babies. It's so expensive. And this part of our life, we really don't have anything anymore. So we reached to the point that my car was taken by the bank at this point of our life. Um, we really don't have anything. So at that point, I'm already a mom. My head was just, I need to raise this child. I need to do everything that I can to raise funds for his hospitalization. So I'm like, wala na, no shame. I started selling all of my stuff. Literally, if I can sell my panty that time, I will be selling my panty. But it's literal. I've been asking all of my friends to give me something so um, I can sell it. Um, Church also help us with fundraising. They're like selling shirts, bakery, and all of that. Um, but it really wasn't enough because it's like every 3 to 4 days we're encountering 6 digits. And then the hospital was threatening us that if you cannot settle it, at least half, we have to cut it all. Of course, as a mom, it's like I cannot process na nga postpartum, nothing, because I cannot think of myself. I was like, shit, where will I get that money? So I don't know how, but God's grace that someone is really just sending us angels. I also did some online, I forgot the website, for help. So we were able to raise funds also there. Ethan was in the NICU for 2 months.
2 months,
Yes,
Janine.
2 months. I think the reality hits when the nurse put, I have a photo of that. The nurse put the happy first month, Ethan. I'm like, oh, shucks, we're still here. We're still here. And the roller coaster, uh, the emotions that
I can't
time.
imagine the doctor saying, I will pull the plug if you don't pay.
Oh, I've
That
experienced that so
is,
many times, Steph. It's like every week because we cannot afford. We don't know. But I cannot move him also to other hospital. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm asking, begging help and all. Anyone who can help us. So yeah, we were really drowning in debt. Ethan, so many times we're like, might die during the process.
What was the lowest point at that time?
So there's already a lot of roller coaster of emotions, of feelings of he might die. It's like every time that there's a like 10 step forward, we're gonna hit 10 step backward in 24 hours. Something will come out and all. But I think the time that we need to move him out, to transfer him to UST hospital because of his bilirubin. He's still yellow. More than, it's already 1.5 months, he's still yellow. I remember begging Lord that it will be negative because if he was positive on that test, he will be needing liver transplant. So I'm like, I'm so done. It's like, why me? I have like, um, Lord, parang lagi na lang ako. But during that time, it's like I gave it up. I'm like, Lord, I cannot do anything anymore. I mean, it's all in your hands. But I was clearly remembered. It's just begging that, please, no, no, not my son. We've already gone through so much and all. So after a few days, the test was out. So I really praise God. Said negative. So that one. But there's another one. So we already went home. That's the first down. But this one is I would say the next one after that. So we're already happy. We were already able to bring him home. No one told me that it's important to have his eye check, follow up checkup. So we're like, it's like, it should be. You need to do it. There's no like that. So parang, okay lang. You can do it anytime. Because there's no pressure of you should be able to see the doctor by this time. So we met the doctor, I guess 2 weeks late from the schedule. Because we're like, there's so many things happening. Lo and behold, we get to the doctor for his eyes. He's gonna get blind na. He has level 4 neonatal with eyes that the veins didn't develop.
Oh my God.
That right then and there, I thought it's just another day check-up, routine check-up. Then the doctor was like, oh, mommy, can I talk to you after check? Mommy, he needs to be lasered. His eyes needs to be lasered because he's gonna get blind. I said, what do you mean? Yeah. So parang, at that time, parang, still not enough. I'm so tired. I'm so tired that, then I asked, oh, kailan, Doc? Immediately, like, we cannot leave. Because he needs to do it now. Or else he will be blind. I'm like, I'm looking at my baby like, oh, why? We're going through so much, you know. I don't have money at that point. We really don't have. I remember this. I went back in. First I told Bobby, like, Ethan needs to be lasered his eyes. Why? He'll be blind. I don't have money. We don't have money anymore. At this point, I understand. Bobby wants to leave Ethan na in the hospital. Like, Janine, let's just leave him. We can make another one. Maybe someone will take him. Of course, as a mom, you cannot do that, right? You'll go through everything. I said, I cannot do that. He left us. So there was that point that Bobby left us for that day because he can't take it anymore, of course. I went back in alone, holding it like, Doc, I don't have money anymore. I said, no, don't have money. I don't know where to find. Can you do something so you can save his eyes? So it's like, is it okay if I take a photo of him? I'll just post it to my friends. Um, Maybe someone can help you. Because I asked how much. He needs to do laser for like 4 times. Each laser is around 60 digits. I said, I cannot. I don't have. Wala na talaga. I tap all of the resources. But I think he really felt that we don't have na talaga. So, the first laser was, he sponsored it. The doctor sponsored it. He asked me, like, how much money do you have? Doc, I can have 5K. Sabi niya, sige, it's okay. 2K just for the clinic, for something. So yeah, the first laser was, he sponsored. Then, yeah, then the rest was like, someone from the doctors, I guess, that he tapped, help us through the other laser that he needs. So, yeah, I think that was really so difficult that I so vividly remember that moment. It was so scary because I was like 25, 26. Then I don't have my mom to navigate. I don't have anyone to talk to. The emotions and all. It's like I just need to suck it in. No time to process because I cannot. I just have to like give and to think of, oh, okay, how come up with another plan. Sino pa bang pwede kong hiraman ng pera? Sino pa ba yung Um, so yeah, when Ethan was the hospital, I think that was really the most difficult, most heaviest. Yeah.
You're so strong. I can't even begin to imagine what you went through. And, I think what is sad is that there's lots of people who go through all of that and more. So I think, Chat, ba't ako how can you not? But I think there's two things here that I see as it was also healing this generational trauma that you gave your everything for your child.
Oh.
And also, the reason why I wanted you to share this is because there's also this belief that humanity is good. And if you trust, napunta din yung help. May nag-help.
Yes, actually, the we went through that phase, the chapter of our life. Most of the people who help are strangers. Really. I remember I'm receiving like money from different countries that, oh, they can relate to what I'm going through. So yeah, usually the help started really from strangers, nothing from my family. Really, it was really difficult. I know that the first part was already difficult, but it's different when it's your own kid.
Of course.
It's like I've been telling anyone, even to my worst enemy, I cannot wish them this, like for them to experience that. That's why I'm saying Niku moms are different. They're warriors. Like, to take it all in. That chapter of our life, I'll never forget that. That's why I always really celebrate my son's birthday, because it's a chapter of like his life. Every year that I still have him, I can hug him. it's beautiful to celebrate. That's why I'm like, I don't think I'll ever get tired celebrating you, because your face will always will be a reminder that we go through that together. You were so strong. My son is so strong. If you see him now, there's no signs also that
I know.
he went through those.
This is why I invited Janine, because I always get so happy. I know there's like all these people who live like lavish lifestyles with luxury things, but every time I see Janine, like talagang you go, girl.
Yeah.
You
You
deserve.
deserve.
You deserve. You deserve and more. And it makes me so happy. Parang I really get so happy seeing you just posted about your family and amanpulo, or the luxuries that you gift to yourself as a reminder of how far you've come. And
Yeah.
it's so beautiful to watch and parang cheer you on. Sige, more pa.
Yeah,
More
even
pa.
for me, it's really like, wow, I can now afford. Like, oh, I get because those are like, I just get to see it to other people, see it on the TV. Then, wow, it's just so nice to somehow, time to time, I treat myself with something, nice.
And that's a way of showing yourself love. That I went through this and I get to heal with growth, with success, with love for myself. However it is you want to show, and that your business is growing and sharing with the rest of the world. It's and giving back by hiring people and
Yes.
expanding, and it's really beautiful. You should be super proud.
Thank you.
Okay, Janine. So let's take how you took your from pain to purpose, right? Because I think first of all, like it's so powerful that you share these stories, but the important thing here is how you pulled yourself out of it. And that's what's going to inspire but first of all, your courage is already so inspiring to share all of that. And even more so, how did you go from there to here where you are now?
So after that chapter of our life with our son, um, both me and my husband went back corporate. So
Okay.
because we really needed the money. But on the side, I'm still trying to, trying to work on my skincare business that time. But I need more stable. So we went back to work. And then after a while, one of my friends was saying that Janine is just a phase. You have always been an entrepreneur, businesswoman. You'll find something. Then later on, she said that why not try massage? I mean, so that was 2018. So I'm like, okay, why not? So again, I always do my businesses on the side because I still don't know if it's gonna work.
Yeah.
So I did.
That's when you started
So
Manila.
October of 2018, I gave birth July 2017. October of 2018, official start. I have to give up my job around August because it's a bit growing already. So I actually started somehow August, but the official launch of the brand was October of 2018 when I already like, okay, we tested it out. Seems like it's good.
So
So,
what gave you that idea? Like, so your friend said massage, but what
yeah.
made you think it was gonna work?
So I always love marketing and branding.
Yeah.
So I was like that time no one is doing
Home
very good
massage.
branding for
Yeah.
massage, most especially home service massage.
Yes.
So that's where I went in. So I was like, okay, let me find a name. Let me, have a nice branding and all of that. So 1 month into it, it's still like any regular home service except that we have brand. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's massage. Then I'm like, the sales is really not picking up. And I'm just, same as any other home service. So November, I was like, I need to differentiate our brand from other home services. So that's the time that I focus on prenatal, postnatal, lactation massages. I said, when I was pregnant, no, I cannot. Filipinos have this
Yeah, bawal
belief,
magmassage.
bawal
Oo,
magpamassage pag
bawal.
buntis.
Oo.
Yeah. Then, when I was doing my study, my research, in the States, there is.
There
In
is,
other
oo.
countries, there is. Even Bali, Thailand, it's like a specialty. So I said that I can bring that here. So there's a time that, okay, I'll focus on prenatal, postnatal, lactation. That's where we really got famous. That's when we went viral na. Because we're like, oh, mommies can get massages. Oh, pwede pala. So, so that's it. Then after that, like, okay, I'll focus on specialized massages instead than your regular Swedish, foot reflex, combination, dry massage. So that's really how it started and what made us different. That's the time that after that we launched lymphatic drainage
Yeah.
and yeah. So
That's
really,
amazing. Wow. Like, it's funny, right? When you find a product that people need, and that's where it grows,
yes.
right?
And I think I really have to say this. We are really focusing on specialized, but as you can see our price, it's somehow affordable that because growing up I really didn't have much. So my thinking is I want to do this multiple times, not just, I'm saving and then I'll just do it once.
Yeah.
So my goal really is for people that can do this once, twice a month or more if they want. So if you'll see our price points, it's really competitive and you get a specialized massages, the comfort of your home.
Okay, so what are the things that you learned from your journey? What really kept you going?
I think the best word was resilience, right? It's really like the word. What kept me going is, of course, I have to be honest. We really don't have anything.
Yeah.
When I started Massage MNL, it's out of need. I need to make money because we need to pay people.
Yeah.
Remember, it's only a year after Ethan
So
was
all the
born.
utang, all the
Yes, so we're
bills.
drowning in debts, millions. Of course, our salary cannot really pay yet, but I was slowly paying. When I started massage, I mean, of course, it was out of need. Then after a while, we were starting slowly to pay na all of the people that we owe. Um, and then after that, pandemic naman.
Yeah.
Pandemic came. Yung parang, we're about to breathe pa lang. We're slowly paying
My
people.
God. And then
And
bawal
then,
yung massage in the house.
exactly, we're the first one because you cannot touch.
Yeah.
Really, like, it's about distance. So, we're the last ones to open talaga. So, we're like, here we go again. You know? I just got an office space for us during that time.
My
We
God.
just move. Literally, it was January.
Uh,
Then it happened March. Or like, how? Because it was closed because everyone thought that it was just gonna be 2 weeks, right?
yeah.
It was just 2 weeks. So in my head, okay, we can do this just 2 weeks.
Yeah, kasi unheard of naman, right? It's unheard
Yes.
of to mag-lockdown,
Yeah.
whatever. Right?
So that turns to months.
Years.
So yeah, we were able to open around June, July of 2020, but damn, all of those like the new normal protocols so expensive
Yeah.
and all of that. I feel like we're just like, okay, we're here again. But that's the beauty of it. I've already been punched. I've already gone through so much that whatever you throw at me, I'm like, girl, I'll just stand up and shake it off and, do something about it. So, yeah, we just went through it. Bobby was able to have shake kebab during pandemic because we need to do something. That's when
Yun
it
yung
also
patok in the
started.
pandemic, right?
Food.
Food. Food.
Yeah, so yeah, so for a time it was Shah Kebab who's helping us with, our finances because we really cannot operate yet. So yeah, that's somehow the gist of that part.
Um, okay, so let's talk a little bit about now, today, your success. So you celebrated 7 years
Yes.
of Massage MNL, and
Mm-mm.
then Cozy Lounge. You have
Lounge.
two branches, right?
Yes, yes. So Massage MNL is officially 7 years, and then um, we now have also two spas. So Cozy Lounge, that's one in Quezon City and here in Makati. So 7 beautiful years, as I've said, 7 beautiful strong years because we went through a lot and still growing. We were blessed during pandemic. That's where we grow actually,
Yeah.
because everyone like wants something to do because anyone they cannot go out. We cannot go out that time.
Yeah.
So we were really blessed that it was around 2021, I think, that we grew. That
Amazing.
our team doubled.
Wow.
So yeah.
So how many people do you employ now?
Right now, for both brands, is 120 something.
Oh
I just had
my
lunch
gosh!
with them last week. Yeah.
120 something.
Yeah.
Ako, three people. Wow, that is incredible.
Yeah.
And all the people that you help through employing them and everything. 120 people, that's no joke. That's amazing.
I love it. I love that we get to help 100 plus. And if I can share a story, it's like for me, I feel like I'm really meant to be in this industry with them. I remember when I started it, when I started talking to the therapist, if I have three. How much do you earn regularly?
Yeah.
So 6K ma'am a month. Malaki na yung 8K. I was like, what? Parang I cannot because that time parang minimum na is already 12K. I said, how can you leave? I mean, that's just it, ma'am. 6K, 8K, then tip.
Wow.
Diba? When we started October, of course, we didn't boom yet immediately. Then after a while, I remember this one particular therapist. She lives in Angono. So she said, so far, Quezon City and all, so far from me. Um, Once the payday comes, I'll leave. I'll just get my paycheck. Then when the payday comes, she's like, 10K, one cut off. It's like, oh no, I'm not gonna leave. Ma'am, sa'yo na ako. Kasi they've never experienced that amount of money.
Yeah. Because you pay them fairly.
Yes, because I'm like, I cannot be just the one going to the top. I need to
Yeah.
bring my entire team. I want them to experience things. So there's a lot of stories from my employees that, they were able to. I think parang, ma'am, may sariling ref na kami. Or ma'am, may sarili na kaming linya ng kuryente.
Wow.
Small things, but
That means everything.
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 Yeah. Then, ma'am, dito ka lang naranasan na pwede pala kami magkaroon ng TV, magkaroon ng sofa. Because these are, therapies. They are very skilled, but
Yeah.
they're really in the downside, And then now, years now, they're all telling me, Ma'am, nakapagpagawa na kami ng bahay sa probinsya.
Wow.
Every time I'm like, even under stress, I'm just gonna like, hear their stories because that's really my motivation. Like, it's just not helping me, but helping them, all of the families.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's so wonderful.
So it's not just me who's inspiring, even my employees, they're very inspiring, and I'm really trying to help elevate their life
Yeah.
also.
It's so beautiful that you were able to, I mean, really take hold of your life, own your life. And I think that's the parang power in this story is like you are now owning your life, and with that you can help others and
Yes.
grow your business, but also grow for you and for others, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's really the pain that I went through, the hardship that I don't want the people that I know to go through the same thing. So I'm trying to help as much, even our own team. Yeah.
what is the advice that you would give to a struggling entrepreneur?
To a struggling entrepreneur, you're not forever on the downside of your business. There's always light at the end of the tunnel, as I always say. You just really need to focus on the things that what you're good at,
Yeah.
and also be strong enough to acknowledge that you don't know everything, that you need help. I think because there's so much pride for some other people and for those other starting up, like, oh no, I can do this, I can, but there are so many things that you don't know, that maybe if you need help or just uh, ask advice from someone, it can help you also. So I always like go to a meeting that I don't know anything, I don't know everything. So I'll just put my mindset that I can learn something.
Yeah. And I think that's so important, right? The notion of asking for help in our
Yes.
life, that we can't do it
Oh,
alone.
exactly. We need a team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do. But even going back to the healing journey and the trauma, so let's bring it back there to a full circle. What can you share to, let's bring it back to your healing journey, right? Because, you know, at the end of the day, a big piece of our healing is also asking for help,
Yes.
right? And not just in our business, but in our life,
Yeah.
in our personal life, in our struggles, in our pain. I think what makes it so much more difficult is we don't ask for help. So, what can you share to these women or give advice that you can give them that, who might be going through sadly something similar, or going through a really difficult time?
I think one is very important. If you can, go through therapy. It made a lot of difference in my life. Like, I understand myself more.
Yeah.
I get to talk to someone who's just really saying, the things that I need to hear. Held my hand to go through that, um, to heal myself, to heal not just inner child, day to day, to take care of myself, to learn how to love myself.
Yeah.
And then I would say that second is having the right circle of friends. Like just sharing, unloading the things that, bothering you, or
Yeah.
even the things that happen to you. If you have the right circle of friends, they will be there to support you,
Yeah.
to listen, you know. And I think I would say last is, other than therapy, circle of friends, it's believing that you are capable to move forward. You have to really believe that you can move on from this difficult chapter, that you can change the trajectory of your life, the ending of that story. We have so many chapters. One chapter will close and you can open another one. I think that's the most powerful thing we can do every day, every waking hours, every time we wake up in the morning, like, okay, thank you, there's another day. I can rewrite my story. I can change it. That's actually, I just want to take this opportunity, that this moment, this part, that when Steph invited me, I was like, I want to share. It's my power to share, and to not just to keep it to myself, but to tell to other people, to not just to be inspired, but just if they need healing. I hope that there's one point in this podcast that can help them, you know. And I think I've listened to this podcast earlier, so powerful, that made things, my perspective shift, that you are your own niche. your own story is your own niche. That's
Yeah.
you. No one can take that away from you. That's why, like, that's so beautiful that I feel empowered to coming here. That yes, I was nervous, but I'm like, I'm gonna share my story this time, and it's mine, and I want to share it to everyone, to all the women out there who went through the same or going through something similar. We can change our story. We can change our ending.
I love that. I really love that so much. I think if you're a regular podcast listener, it's really something that I say all the time, right? Like we get to be the main character.
Character.
And
Yes.
when we're the main character, you get to choose where you go next.
Yes.
Right? You don't need your story to be narrated for you by somebody else. You get to be the hero of your odyssey, of your journey. That is the ultimate goal in life, is to remember you're the hero.
Yes.
You're the hero of your own
Story.
story. And I really love what you said, that like you have to believe that you can change, because that's the key. When
Yes.
you are so down, 'di ba? Parang you have to believe that you're on this planet for a purpose,
Purpose.
for a
Yes.
reason. And I'm going to just take a moment to really talk to you guys out there, because if you're still alive, if you are still existing and breathing, no matter how beaten down you are at this moment, you have so much value still to give.
Yes.
So even if you feel shame, depressed, worthlessness, helplessness, take a page out of Janine's book and her story and say, you have to believe mayroon pa
Yes.
beyond what you're going through now, and that you can get through it. Because I promise you, you will. You don't have to do it alone. There's this beautiful community here.
Yeah.
There's me, there's Janine, there's people out there to help you. And even if you, I also super believe in therapy, because it is the number one best investment you can make, not just for yourself, but for the people you love,
Yes.
para hindi mo maipapasa
Pasa.
yung trauma. Kasi when you keep it, it has to go somewhere. When you hide it, when you don't process
Actually,
it gets
yeah, I
processed.
want to add on that specific because I remember what my therapist said. So you suppress so much emotion. I have type 2 diabetes. So on her book, it's because of the suppressed emotion and sexual abuse.
Yeah.
So most especially for ladies, we tend to suppress all the emotions.
Kasi nahihiya tayo.
That's why
It's like it's
if you can
sad.
attend one of Steph's event, oh my gosh, I was telling Bobby, it's so nice to shout.
It is.
Oh my gosh. The very first time, so how many times you have event, diba, in Cozy, I'm like, wow, I'm like, when I started opening up, I'm like, whoa, I start feeling better and lighter.
Yeah.
But my key takeaway that event, I'm like, ang sarap sumigaw. I never shout and just dance, So
Dapat-
nice. I always tell my friends
You know
to
what?
join.
That's my new tagline. Ang sarap sumigaw at sumayaw.
Yeah.
Shout and dance.
Yes.
Yeah. No, but it's true, because we suppress our own voice. And that unlocking, and it takes work, diba? You have to do the
Yeah.
breath work, you have to do,
Yes.
hindi lang basta-basta that you can shout.
Yeah.
You really have to work on the energetic unlocking. Para when you shout, it really comes from inside. You really bring it out. Right? And that's, we're told to keep quiet
Yes.
all the time. But ladies, let's twist and shout.
Yes.
That's what we gotta do. Let's dance and shout. But Thank you so much, Janine. So powerful. I am so honored that you chose to share your story here. And I'm so honored that I got to hold space for you
Yes, thank
and
you.
give you a platform to share it, because it gives so many people hope and the sense of community. And that's what's going to get somebody listening here today. It's what's going to get them through the day. So
Thank
thank
you
you.
also. I'm glad I went here and shared my story. Really, thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you. If you want to experience and support any of Janine's businesses, it's at massage.mnl on Instagram. And then there's also at
Cozy
Cozy with a
Lounge.
KH,
Yes.
Cozy Lounge.
Yeah.
And she has 2 branches. And thank you
Thank
also.
you.
I want to take a moment to say thank you, because you welcomed me in your space.
Yes.
And Soulful Feast has had so many beautiful workshops and embodiment practices at Cozy Lounge. So thank you. Thank you guys for joining us here today. You know, it might have started out as a dark episode, heavy, but you can see that that all needs to come out so that the light can come out, right? Let's clear the way for the light to come out. And as always, when I do these podcasts, I never really know where the conversations are going to go sometimes. And we just flow with it, because these are the stories that need to be told. So thank you. And thank you guys for listening. I hope to hear from you. And if you need any support, do reach out to us and we'll send you some contact details of support centers. There's lots out there. You don't have to be alone.